Hello, one and all, and welcome back to the channel for another movie review. I'm here talking about another critically acclaimed movie to be coming out this year. We're in the heart of awards season. We're in the heart of the fall movie season. There's so much celebrated cinema coming out right now. And today, I will be discussing my thoughts on the newest film from director Steven Spielberg, The FABELMANs. This is a semi-autobiographical tale focusing on his childhood, his family, and what got him into loving cinema. This film stars Michelle Williams and Paul Dano as his parents. We have Seth Rogen playing his uncle, and playing the lead character of Sammy is Gabriel LaBelle. There's not much to really go into regarding the plot. All I'll say is that I was massively through the roof, overhyped for this movie. Obviously, Steven Spielberg is one of the all-time great filmmakers, not just working today, but in general. And for him to be making a film about his childhood so late in his career is really fascinating to me, and coming off the heels of, in my opinion, one of the best films that he's ever done in West Side Story, to be doing a coming-of-age tale focusing on him, I mean, that's really exciting. And also, as the coming-of-age nut that I am, of course I was going to eat this up. Of course I was really excited to see this. And I have to say, while I didn't walk out of the movie over the moon and dancing with glee about it, I thought it was very good, and I still think it's worth seeing if you're a fan of Spielberg's work. I think the story didn't fully connect with me emotionally like I had hoped. But on the positive side, I think the film is very well directed. It's gorgeously shot by Hansu Kaminski. John Williams' score, while it's not my absolute favorite that he's done, and while it's not a masterclass compared to a lot of his other scores, I think it was a fitting swan song to his compositions with Spielberg, because after this he only has one more film left and he's composing the next Indiana Jones movie. But what I will say that I loved about this movie were the sequences where we saw Sammy learning about how to make movies and watching movies and just being so inspired by them. Those sequences were so much fun to watch. As someone who went to film school, I'm not going to lie, I thought those scenes were great, and I was kind of worried that it would be a little too in your face for my liking, but I was really into it. Now, the coming of age side that's focusing on Sammy's family life, while it's good, again, it didn't emotionally hook me like I had wanted to. But to talk about the performances, I think for the most part they're great. I'm going to start with the star himself, Gabriel LaBelle. I think he's fantastic. He is really excellent. This is a hell of a debut performance. I cannot wait to see what else he does from here on out. He is a star in the making. And there's a particular scene in this movie that really got to me when it came to his acting. It's about halfway through the movie. He's watching the film and he sees something unfolding regarding his family. There's no dialogue. It's just music, and it's expressed through his face. It ended up being one of my favorite sequences of the year. He is really excellent in this. Paul Dano is one of my favorite working actors, and he's had quite a year for himself. I loved him as the Riddler in The Batman, and I thought he did a very good job as Sammy's dad. He was very nuanced and very restrained, and there were moments where he did have his little outbursts, but I thought overall he did a very good job. I really liked Seth Rogen in this as the uncle. It's very cool that Seth Rogen got to be in a Spielberg movie, and a lot of people have been talking about Judd Hirsch's scene-stealing performance, and while his scene is not my favorite cameo in the movie, he did do a very good job. It was a very good scene, but again, I'm blown away that people are having him in their Oscar predictions. I'm like, really? He's in one scene and you think he's better than like Paul Dano or Seth Rogen or even the other cameo in the movie? Nah, fam. That's just my opinion. But Judd Hirsch, he ate his scene and he did a very good job. But you're probably wondering what I think about Michelle Williams, who I love as an actor. She's so good in pretty much everything that I've seen her in, except for this. Now hold your horses. I unfortunately found her to be the weak link of the cast. Now, obviously, this could have been how Spielberg's mother was in real life, and she might have done a beautiful impression of her. But here's the thing. Everyone was at like an 8. She was at like a 20. She like went here, and then it just kept growing, and then all of a sudden it just rose up, and it's like, okay, simmer down, calm down. Her performance really just did not work for me like I wanted to. I don't like category fraud. I really hate category fraud, but I'm low-key very happy that she got moved up to lead actress, because if she walked away with the supporting actress Oscar, this would have been her first Oscar win. If she walked away with that award, I would have been very disappointed. And that kills me to say, because I'm such a big fan of Michelle Williams. And again, her performance wasn't awful, but compared to everyone else, I thought she stuck out like a sore thumb. And that breaks my heart, and I can already see the dislikes coming in. I'm so sorry. That's just my opinion. You could feel however you want to feel. And also, I found the film to be... You felt the runtime. You really felt the runtime here. And it's crazy because Tar was pretty much around the same length as this. And that wasn't a fast-paced movie either. But I didn't really feel the runtime of that. This I did. Again, I think that my hype just got to my head. I was really walking in with the highest amount of hype because I love Spielberg. I love coming-of-age films. I love the cast. I thought the trailers were great, and the reviews have been incredibly high ever since its world premiere at TIFF. And I didn't hate it. I just didn't love it as much as I want to. So overall, The Fabelmans, while it didn't wow me like I had hoped to, it's still a very moving, very heartfelt, and surprisingly quite funny movie. This is actually Spielberg's funniest movie in a very long time. And it shows that the guy could do comedy, and I would love for him to do comedy, but he could do whatever he wants. The Fabelmans, while it didn't rock my world, I still very much recommend it. 3.5 stars for me. Guys, if you've seen The Fabelmans, please tell me what you thought of it down below. Let me know what your favorite Steven Spielberg movie is, and who's a filmmaker that you want to see their childhood be tackled on the screen. We had James Gray do it with Armageddon Time this year as well. Kenneth Branagh just did it with Belfast. Alfonso Cuarón just did it with Roma. I wonder what filmmaker is going to be next. Guys, please let me know what you think of this movie down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this review, and I'll see you guys soon.